James Bergstrom. Please welcome James.
Hi, my name is James Bergstrom, and I've been at St. Benedict's for 12 years. Throughout my years here, I've learned many very valuable lessons. Growing up, I've played many sports in and outside of school, and those have taught me many important life lessons, and I want to share some of those with you today. I have played baseball since I was 3. I love playing baseball, watching baseball, and cheering for the Braves. What baseball has shown me is how you cannot always do things alone. Baseball is a team sport, and everybody has to do their job. I'm a catcher, and I know that my job is to support the pitcher and know what is happening in the field. In one season, my team only won 2 games during the whole regular season and had almost lost all of our hopes. Before the postseason, our coach had the team get together and meet without the coaches. He told us to talk about the team and what we thought was missing. During the meeting, we decided that we would win games if we played as one complete team. Well, guess that, we ended up winning the championship even though our regular season had been bad. From baseball, I have learned that you have to work through life with a team or a group that can help you succeed and thrive. It is not always about winning. Sometimes your team is good and sometimes your team is bad. But you should always try your hardest, do your job, and give what the team needs to push through hardships. I have also learned many important lessons through running. I have run on the St. Benedict's cross-country team and track teams during middle school. A lot of people think running is just strength and endurance, but they would be extremely wrong. Although running does take strength and endurance, I found that your mindset and determination actually matter more. Running long distances requires mental strength. If you are not mentally prepared, you won't be able to keep going. Throughout a race, you're going to feel tired and limited, and it will be your mindset that keeps you going. Our coaches have taught us to set a small goal, like run for 20 more seconds, and then reset the goal once you achieve it. This taught me to have a good motivated mindset inside and outside of school, and always to keep trying. For my first shout out, I would like to thank Coach PJ. In 5th grade, he pushed me to the edge with rigorous training and extreme long runs. He ran beside me and made me push myself. This helped teach me that I can do hard things and I can know how to apply myself with the mindset to everything in life. The last sport I would like to talk about is tennis. I love playing both singles and doubles. What I've learned from tennis is the importance of trust. When playing singles, which I think are the most challenging because you have to cover the whole court, you have to trust in yourself to keep getting to the ball and hitting it back. Everything needs to be on point to keep rallying with your opponent. This helped me be more independent and make my own decisions on and off the court, and most importantly, have confidence in those decisions. Doubles tennis requires a lot of coordination and decision making with your teammate. Your coordination with your teammate will most likely determine if you win the match or not. Doubles tennis has taught me that sometimes, a lot of times, there are situations where you need to rely on somebody else and not only rely on them, but trust the decisions they're making. Now I would like to thank some important people in my life. First, I would like to thank my mom for always taking me to sports practices, even when you don't want to, and taking care of me all the time. My life would truly not be the same without you. Now, my dad. Thank you for giving me your math skills and for all the time watching football, baseball, and those random shows and movies that nobody has heard of that you put on the TV all day. I also really enjoyed grilling with you and all those backbreaking work projects we did together. Now for the boring ones. Anna and Sarah. Okay, just kidding, you're not boring. Thank you for all the sister moments throughout my life, good and bad. P.S. You are both the annoying ones and not me. Ayla, the best fake big sister. Thank you for always coming over, and I'm sorry for always beating you with the Cars video game. Grandma Pavodi, I'm so glad you moved here. I like having a bigger group for cheering me at the games. Grandma Fafa, looking forward to seeing you in Vermont soon. Thank you for having a cool place for me to speak. I would like to give a shout out to Jake Asper, who has been with me since pre-K at St. Pete's, and I'm so grateful for the times and laughs we have had together. Even the time when I ate the whole pack of gum out of your mom's car. Hudson, Pablo, and Ben. Thanks for all the epic times and girls' food challenges. And I have one more shout out. I'm not going to say their name, but you know who you are. Thank you. And thank you to all my teachers at St. Benedict's for preparing me for the next chapter of my life, especially Mr. Ash for all the math, and Coach Goodwin for making sure we have fun in school sports. To close, just remember, be a good teammate, know your job, and have confidence in yourself. Thank you for listening to my chapel talk.
Axworth.
My name is David. I've been attending St. Benedict since pre-K. I'll be honest, I don't remember much from my first day. After all, I was in pre-K, but I do recall that I was scared, but excited for the change. I can relate this to my current transition from St. Bede's into high school. Like Martin Luther King Jr. once said, take the first step in faith. You don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step. As my last day of being a student at St. Benedict's approaches, it makes me think about how I had a lot of first year. For example, I lost my first tooth here. I completely lost it at the playground and spent the entire recess looking for it. I was devastated when I couldn't find it because I didn't think that tooth fairy would believe me when I had literally lost it. But I did have faith that everything would work out. I played my first school sport at St. Benedict's, which was flag football. I should say I wasn't the greatest player to touch a football, but I think I got better throughout the season. I also played competitive basketball for the first time here. I'm going to be honest, I didn't know a lot of rules of basketball. My dad can confirm that I even had to check with him during the game to figure out why I got called for a foul. However, I had a great time playing football and basketball, and I generally had fun playing them. From these experiences, I learned a lot about how I had to have faith in trying out new sports and taking risks during the game. Like taking a three-pointer you maybe shouldn't have, but you take a shot and have faith it goes in. I want to thank all my coaches that helped me develop my skills and help me grow as an athlete. I also participated in St. Bede's first ever robotics competition team. It was really an honor to be on this team. I initially signed up because I thought it would look good on my high school resume, but I soon realized that this team could really go far. I had a lot of faith that we could make it past regionals. When we won, I was so excited. Then at Super Regionals, I had almost lost all faith because the competition was tough. But for the final award, they called our name. We had won, which means that we are now moving on to states. Unfortunately, we didn't win, but we did take home a third place trophy. By participating with this team, I made new friendships, got more creative, and gained new skills to use in high school. I want to thank all my robotics teammates and the coaches for making this experience valuable. I made my first close friends at St. Benedict's. During my 10 years, I believe my friends are what made my time here really worth it. Whenever I get to school, the first thing I do is look for my friends. The best part about having all of you is knowing who I'm going to sit next to on a field trip, or I'm going to hang out with at a social. So many of my friends have been here since we were worrying about boards, and I have faith that these friendships will last throughout high school and beyond. I will always remember our small arguments, the inside jokes, and the deep conversations at 3 a.m. To all my friends, I want to thank you for making me smile, pushing me to try new things, and always having a good time whenever we're together. I also want to thank all my teachers throughout my years for always supporting me and having energy in the classroom, even sometimes I walk in half asleep. I also want to thank my mom. Mom, you're the best mom I could ask for. Thank you for always helping me with my projects and lifting me up whenever I'm down. I also want to thank you for teaming up with me so we can beat Dad whenever we play trivia. I can't thank you enough for all you've done for me. Finally, I want to thank my dad. Dad, you were my idol. I always look up to you on how hard you work for your family. Thank you for always teaching me to do the right thing, even if sometimes I don't take the advice immediately and act a little stubborn. But it really has made me a better person as a whole. When I first started at St. Benedict's, I didn't know that I would end up giving this speech reflecting on my time here. But I took a step of faith, and the staircases led me to go to a great high school, and I want to thank all my teachers, family, and friends for everything they've done to get me here. Thank you for listening to my chapel talk.
And next we'll hear from Andy X.
Every beginning has an end, and every end has a new beginning. St. Tosh College. Hi, my name is Andy X, and I've been at St. Benedict's for almost 12 years. This school has been like a second home to me. I remember my first day, but I do remember being welcomed by Miss Susan, who is still a friend to this day, and meeting many others who became friends along the way. Some of those have moved on, and many have stayed with me. In addition to my time at St. Benedict's, sports, especially baseball, played a major role in shaping who I am. I've been playing baseball for nearly 9 years now, as well as flag football and some basketball. Baseball has always been my favorite, and I've played at Smyrna Little League for all my years in baseball. It's always been fun getting to compete against classmates who also played in the same league. Anyways, one of my largest struggles have been moving on from something that has had great significance on my life. We won the Georgia State Championship 2 years in a row, and we were all over for it. Those summers with my team were some of the best of my life, full of excitement and hard work. But our dream ended when we lost the state championship to the same team that we'd beaten in the past 2 years. It was devastating as the game was played in front of the majority of the Smyrna community. We were so close to advancing to the regional tournament, won around us, but we could have been on ESPN. The disappointment was unlike anything I'd felt before, except for maybe the Falcons Super Bowl loss. Looking back, I was far too young to let that game affect me too much, but the end of my Little League journey felt like the world was crashing down. I didn't know what was next, and I knew many friends would move on to different teams, but over time I realized my true disappointment wasn't the loss itself, it was that I didn't fully absorb the experience. Instead of soaking in the excitement of playing the game I loved in front of hundreds of people, I was too scared of our identity. I was worried about what came next and missed out on the moment. I wish I could go back and relive that final game, not only to change the outcome, but to truly experience. Reflecting on that day, I also realized that we faced a pitcher throwing 77 miles per hour at age 12 from just 46 feet away, which is like facing a 99 mile per hour pitch in the majors. It came to me that we had outgrown the fields that we've been playing on since I was 7, as we threw to our for such a short distance and was wearing out to hit home runs in practice. And that helped me accept that my time to Smyrna must come to an end. This lesson applies to my time at St. Bede's as well. We've grown so much since middle school that even our gym feels too small for us. Our beloved field even feels smaller too, especially after my recent encounter with the fence while playing football. I often ask myself how I can grow if I stay at this school and learn the same material over and over. Though I'd love to stay at St. Bede's, these reflections remind me that I need to push myself beyond my comfort zone and grow. Moving on is necessary if I want to reach my full potential. Starting a new school might be scary, but it offers opportunities to meet new people, learn from mistakes, and try new things. Though leaving will be tough, I knew this day would come, though not so soon. For the rest of my time at St. Bede's, I'll make the most out of every experience, living fully in the moment so I don't look back with regret the same way I did when we lost on that summer day. Now, I can't acknowledge those who've had the greatest impact on my time at St. Bede's. A huge thank you to Miss Susan, Miss Whitley, and Miss Webster for teaching me in my early years at the school and being friends with their family to this day. Thanks to Miss Sims and Senior Forty, both taught me for multiple years in the lower school and in the middle school. Thank you to the 8th grade teachers who helped me make this last year one that I can never forget. And a special thanks to Miss Drake for being one of my favorite teachers and making homeroom one of the highlights of my day. Now to my family that has done so much to help me and support me through my athletics in school. Thank you to my sister Ellie, who is one of the brightest people in my life, and I love sharing your obsessions of physics with you. Thanks to Charlie, who spent countless hours playing with me in the backyard. I cannot imagine how I'd be if I didn't have you be my competitor throughout these years. Dad, I am so grateful to have you. You have taken me to countless baseball tournaments and sporting events, and you have the best job in the world. You have been alongside me through the ups and downs of my sports career. Thank you so much. Lastly, thank you, Mom. She's probably getting a little emotional now, as she always does for most of the child talkers. Anyways, thank you for always being someone to talk to, driving me to sporting events, and bringing me to this great school. You've done so much to help me, and I'm so grateful to have you as my home. To wrap up my chapel talk, I'd like to say that to make the most of every experience, because all things, no matter the significance, unfortunately, will eventually come to an end. As St. Touch Colorado says, every end is a new beginning. I look forward to seeing what my new beginning brings me, and thank you for listening to my chapel talk.